之后先做主线。那我们就从第一个开始啊，地穴的暗影开始追踪，地图上定位，正好就在我的旁边了。需要去黑魔法防御教室。
Professor, what can you tell me about your work at the Ministry?
Your curiosity is understandable. Well, although I can't speak in any detail of my work, I can tell you certain interesting facts. Unspeakables work in the Ministry's Department of Mysteries. Dangerous work at times, as you've no doubt guessed.
Yes, Professor.
Now, you needn't concern yourself with my injury. I made peace long ago with the fact that a sprig of dittany, once plucked, will surely begin to wilt.
这倒是相当理性客观的态度。
You do seem to have come to terms with things rather well.
It's a matter of perspective. Without saying more, perhaps whatever time I've lost was an exchange for time gained. And to dwell on such matters is a waste of the days ahead. At this point, no magic permits us to travel back in time. Perhaps one day. Yes, I can tell you that my years at the Ministry were well spent. And I'm as happy to be at Hogwarts now as I was to be in the Department of Mysteries years ago.
If I may, Professor, I'm also happy that you're here at Hogwarts now.
Kind of you to say. Speaking of time, perhaps yours would be best spent honing your defensive wand work.
Yes, Professor.
与塞巴斯蒂安会面，远吗？不远，在楼下。
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
进入密室。
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
玄廊。就我一个人进去啊？
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous
Rebellion.
Quartz. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here
哦，
all the
他已
time
经进来了。
with my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please.
没啥好东西啊，箱子里。
He never confides in anyone, but he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
听上去很危险啊，爆炸。
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
空格，左键，空格，空格 ，F， 霹雳爆炸。
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out?
如果施展魔咒的时候喊的都是中文，
Best to keep the undercroft
霹
intact.
雳爆炸，
Have a go
火
at
焰
those
熊熊。
candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio.
命中后造成伤害的远距离火焰弹，遭到火属性攻击命中的敌人将会在几秒内持续承受伤害。在此期间，如果遭受猛烈撞击，还会引发火焰迸发。那咱替换一下吧，把这个火焰熊熊给替换掉，然后，飞来用这个统统飞走。第一个还是给它改成荧光棒啊，照明的。我们得练习一下爆炸。
Confringo!
Nice work. How's it
这
feel?
个练习就是让我
It's a
点
tad
火
hot.
吗？
You're
是在开
That's
玩
it.
笑吗，兄弟？
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
我喜欢这种咒语。
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
一言为定。
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
要不要告诉他呀？跟他说了吧，早晚得说。
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
你都可以使用古代魔法按插键是吧 ？X 键不是插键啊，按 X 键去秒杀敌人了。还说他不知道自己能不能使用远古魔法，这不是扯犊子吗？好，任务是离开地穴。
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
这个人他们家族的人啊，眼睛都是瞎的。我无意间找到的啊。
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
你没有必要这么咄咄逼人啊。
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
好啦，这个任务咱们完成了。我们先去看这个有求必应屋吧。这个任务的话是在7楼的走廊，那我们就传到这个位置。我们需要用到漂浮咒了。OK， 又加了80的经验。
Revelio.
有没有什么特殊的？我一直听到叮的一声。巴拿巴斯的挂毯，这张挂毯记录了过去的一位巫师巴拿巴斯妄图训练巨怪跳芭蕾舞的愚蠢行径。如果当时巴拿巴斯成功了啊，那恐怕这幅画所描绘的就是另外一种光景吧。好可怜，在挨揍啊！逗死了这幅画。
Revelio. Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident.
Revelio.
If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
消失不见，这是画了一个大便的符号。那这个能不能用来开锁啊？把锁或者是门直接给它消失不见了。
Splendid. Now.
这个在有求必应屋内释放时，将消除物体并返还月食。好吧，不能在外面用啊。那这样子，咱们得解锁第二排的这个技能了。天赋，我们有3点可用的天赋啊。核心咒语知识，我们先解开一排。这是新解锁的一盘，消失不见，就包括这些什么隐身咒之类的，修复我都放在第二排上得了。这个该怎么去切换呢？ F1 F2 哦。
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone.
获得了8个
We
月
shall
食，
discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
所以我们从野外打的那些月食，原来是用在有求必
Where
应屋
in
里面的。
Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag.
我在这儿等了好久也没见你来，也许是作业太多了，所以没空啊。如果你想再约的话，随时联系我，
I'll
你
just
的
take a
T。
quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
探索有求必应屋。
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
哈哈，音乐盒把他吵醒了。
Revelio. Levioso.
先换一下，换到第2栏。这是一个箱子，
Revelio.
踩这个箱子我要去哪？哦，那上面我们得留一个飞来咒。点灯的这样子啊，点灯的放第1个，消失放第2个，隐身放第3个，修复放第4个。出来！蓝色的睡帽。
Revelio.
哎，别下去！这顶上还有东西啊！
Accio.
拿到了一个围巾，
Revelio. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks. Revelio.
An intruder! Stop them!
看啥呀？
No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
碎了。修剪树苗。
Revelio.
有求必应屋竟然觉得我需要泡个澡，哼，这就让我有点生气了。马桶。打磨武器的。那个顶上好高啊。
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Revelio. What was that? Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself
这么多家具不见了，不得返我点月食啊，返我几千个月食。
I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
辨识之珠，用它来揭示我收集的任何为识别装备的魔法属性。我还一直以为咱们这个家园是什么？是我们的卧室啊，结果是这个地方。好的，搜了一下我包里面所有的服装，全部都识别好了啊，虽然就2个吧。 增加古代魔法投掷的伤害。
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
变换的魔咒。
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
园艺工作台还有这个魔药台的话，我们之前已经是0元购买到了。嘿，小精灵站这儿。我们先切换一下，然后把刚刚学的这个变换魔咒拿出来，放哪儿呢？放到第3位上好了。咱先变个草药学，科技式园艺工作台，小型花盆，植被式。再来魔药。
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew
还能再放不？
or grow plants.
行，也是
Presuming,
只能
of
放一
course,
个。
you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade
好难
or
看啊，这样
outside
摆
the。castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
多谢。
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
我从这里种白仙。魔药台，没有原材料啊，这样之后咱们做东西就不用老是去到处跑了。我还是把魔药台移到这个地方来，放那边太难看了。壁挂、花香、意境、椭圆镜、长镜。花香可以挂在墙上。我们放一个椭圆形的镜子，变大，变大，这是最大了，哈哈，有意思。不过这样摆不太好看啊，是吧？这是最大了。 家具都没解锁，装饰物，还有各种各样的灯以及人偶，科技灯。摆这儿吧，给它摆上俩。
I've more to teach you about transfiguration.
还挺好看。家养小精灵与女主人的画像。啊，这个样子行。我们先随便摆一摆，都看一看。桌子，小型科技式桌子。白仙还有3分钟就长好了，先这样吧，随便摆一摆。他说可以教我新的有求必应屋的咒语。
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
我有好多月食啊！够了。
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
他让我去墙上跟地上试试，这我都试过了，都摆好了。
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
改变咒语。
Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the
这个是改变
spell to customize it.
怎么改？哦，改成不同的镜子，更改尺寸。白鲜花已经长好了。哟，它还能接着成长哎！不，我不是改这个墙壁，我要改它。我给它改成科技式。看，我们的花种子还在。这样子有白鲜叶了，我们就来做上这个振奋魔药啊！就不能一次性多产一点儿。调整物件的尺寸。变小。
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced.
变
You
大。
can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at
改变阳台或是地板。
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
哪种氛围更适合我？宁静的月下，充满大自然风情，黑暗神秘， 宁静的月下吧。
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
天哪！我刚才以为这个房间就这么大一点点，结果它，哇哦，哇哦！我的天呐，它好大！好喜欢这里，墙上这些画，咱们都是可以改的。星空的氛围，我们亮堂一点。迪克。
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course.
每个样子都试一试啊，大自然还有那个什么黑暗环境。
Most appeals to you?
我们先试这个神秘黑暗。
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the forbidden forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
这个我非常不喜欢这个画风，远远不如刚才的，跟我想象里面这个黑暗不太一样。
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
我还是要充满大自然风格的试试。
And earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
就变回来了，这最初的样子了。那咱们还是要这个最初的样子，亮堂堂的，就这。这个跟那个月光其实都还可以。主线是地图密室，向戈菲报告，追踪，定位。那我们就直接去做戈菲的任务啊，主线任务。
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, well, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt.
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say the...
Yes, and then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkin so that he'd tell me how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. and we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
我没印象。
Don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well-traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
好，我们到时候见。
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.